Keyframes in After Effects are pretty flexible, and there's lots of ways that you can adjust them, and in so doing adjust your animation. I'm going to do a simple position keyframe animation here. I'm going to start on frame 1 and then on frame 5 I'm going to hold down shift and drag the text down to the bottom of the screen. So I've got a keyframe here recording the position at the top, a keyframe here recording the position at the bottom. Now if, for example, I wanted that animation to happen faster, then I can select the second keyframe and move it closer to the first, or I can bring the first one closer to the second. In doing so, it's going to stay at the top until it gets to that first keyframe, and then it's going to execute that animation faster. Now, if you want to have repetition in your animation, so if you want this to move back up again, rather than trying to find the exact position at this point of the timeline to match where it was at this point in the timeline, you can simply copy by going edit and copy, or you can just use your keys, putting the playhead where you want to paste it and going Control V or edit paste, and it will paste that keyframe. So whatever information was stored here is now going to be stored here. So if I wanted to do the same now, and I wanted to have this animation repeating a good bit down the timeline, I can take the first point to the second point to the third point, and this time select both the second and the third, copy them, and then paste them. So now all I'm doing is I'm creating repetition by copying and pasting those keyframes. Now if I want to adjust the overall speed of my animation, I can select all of those keyframes, hold down Alt, and that's important, hold down Alt after you've selected them all, and you can click and drag the last one in and it will move them all in proportionally to each other. So now my animation is happening much faster. You can also select any of these keyframes on their own or as a multiple, more than one keyframe, and click and move them. And when you do that, you're going to get different speeds now between the keyframes that are closer to the ones that are far apart. So when you're working with these keyframes, you're going to be copying and pasting, you're going to be moving, and you're also going to be doing that scaling that I did a moment ago by holding down Alt after selecting all of the keyframes and stretching them out like that.